If you're praying nafila, night prayer as you said, because any prayer other than the 5 daily prayers is called nafila, supererogatory. It is permissible according to the vast majority of the Muslim scholars to recite from an open Qur'an, and you can also recite nowadays using your tablet, your smart device, either by carrying it or placing it on a stand. You can do all of that, with the exception of Imam Abu Hanifa, who dislikes reading from the Qur'an or holding the Qur'an in the prayer. Even in the nafila, he says that resembles the people of the book, the Jews and Christians who recite from the book. We should recite by heart in the prayer. But since we have a reference, a very sound reference, that Aisha radiallahu anha used to allow her servant to lead the prayer while holding the Qur'an, reciting from the Mus'haf, that indicates that it is permissible. At least this vast majority, the opinion of the vast majority of the scholars is concerning the voluntary prayers. Ramadan is approaching, just a few days away, and some people may take this as an excuse. I do not know much of Qur'an, and all what I know is short surahs, so they pray the 8 rak'ahs or the 20 rak'ahs in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because they only recite Surah Al-Ikhlas. Surah Al-Ikhlas is, a great surah, and it represents 1/3 of the whole Qur'an. But you also need to recite the rest of the Qur'an. So if you are capable to recite from an open Mus'haf or from your smart device, you can do that. It would be best if you have a sabaq or a word to be recited on daily basis, whether you recite outside the prayer or in the night prayer. So beforehand and before Ramadan begins, you have a plan. How many times are you planning to finish the Qur'an and its recitation during this upcoming Ramadan? Each one of us, whether the viewers or the relatives or their friends, each and everyone whom you can have an access to, ask him, ask her, ask them this question: how many times are you planning to recite the Qur'an during this coming Ramadan? It should be different. It should be our best Ramadan, because it could be our last Ramadan. So make plans beforehand. For instance, say I'm going to pray taraweeh in the masjid, they recite with 1 juz. Great. Then when I go home, I would like to continue, pray on my own with another juz. Then after each prayer, I'm going to recite 1 or 2 pages, so that I would recite a whole para every day. So that leaves me with finishing the Qur'an 3 times at least during Ramadan. It can be 5, 6, 7. This is an opportunity, it should not be wasted. Bottom line is, it is permissible to recite from an open book in the nafil prayer, in the night prayer, or any voluntary prayer. Barakallahu fikum.